Hi, this is Sarah, the Stitchin Mommy, and it's Monday, November 29th, 2021, and I'm here for my weekly cross-stitching update. I have actually some things to share today. So this past week was very, very low stitching time because I had a lot of family things going on instead with Thanksgiving. We had two different families from out of town, so pretty much I think every day this week we had some get-together of some kind. So it was busy, and I think I'd be lucky to get 15 minutes a day stitching. So I'm actually kind of surprised, pleasantly surprised at what I have to share with you, plus some plans for December. So let's get into it. First, I'll start off, I have a little bit of haul. I guess I could share this, two pieces of haul. One goes with a new start, so I'll share that in a second. But the other one, there was another Heaven and Earth Design sale for Black Friday. So I thought, let's just go see. I had seen some other people getting some artwork by Ciro Marchetti. So I thought I would go look, see what he had, if there's anything that I liked. And I found the Quick Stitch Patchwork Quilt Room, and I got this. So I thought that was really cute. It's got a little kitty down here, some quilting supplies in the middle, and a tea set, plus all the pretty window and flowers and scenery and stuff. So they have a full one, which is also very pretty, but I was thinking, I'm never gonna stitch all of that. And then when I saw the Quick Stitch zoomed in on the focus of the piece, I'm like, oh yeah, let's do it. And it's 400 by 397, so practically a square. And I'm thinking I might do this one on 40 count, 1/1 half stitches, like I'm doing Bear Time Stories, because it seems like it might work fine for that. No plans to start this, although my friend Desiree from the Addicted Stitcher, she realized she already had this one, and we may need to start it together, but she's doing no new starts 2022 and only has plans for 2 new starts for the rest of this year. So that may not get started until 23, if I can hold out that long to wait for her. So we'll see. All right, what I worked on, starting with travel stitching, it's my temperature typography. It's nearing the end. So this is one of the temperature designs you can find in my Etsy shop. And speaking of my Etsy shop, I'm still having my Black Friday / Cyber Week sale. It started a week and a half ago, and it's continuing through the end of Wednesday, December 1st. So I have 20% off all PDFs and print copies of charts for through Wednesday, December 1st, Eastern 12 midnight Eastern Standard Time. So if you haven't taken advantage of that, you do still have a few more days. This is the one I'm doing this year. I'll be doing the temperature butterflies next year. I still need to get started on that. I've seen some other people working on their outlines already, and it's a very smart idea. I just haven't had time. So here's where I'm at with my typography. This is on 28 count, mystery, pale blue, even weave, 1/1 full crosses. And I got the B and the E stitched. Cooler, but not super cold. I think it was 70s. Yeah. Anyways. So one pop of warm and then kind of cooling down again, but still not any of the dark blues or purples still. So we'll see if we get any of that in December. I think the forecast is for a warmer end of the week, so we may even bump up back into the yellows again for the R. We'll have to wait and see. So that's fun. I work on that every Sunday. And the other travel piece that I wish I had gotten more time on, but I'll take what I can get. The get-togethers were either I didn't feel like I could get my stitching out, or we were playing a game. So I didn't really stitch on this all that often at my family get-togethers, which is unfortunate. But I'm working on Autumn Beauties by the Fat Quarter Shop. I'm trying to finish this ideally in November, but I have a feeling this is probably going to dip into December because of the amount of stitches I have left. So I really want to get it done though. I would like to finish it in the fall, and it's starting to feel more like, it's not winter here in Southern California, but December has the Christmas season, which kind of is associated with winter, even though it doesn't feel like winter here pretty much ever, but you know. So that one, it did get some time. So I finished a couple more colors. Here's where this is at with the called for everything, 14 count oatmeal Ada from the Fat Quarter Shop and Classic Colorworks that are called for. It also has a DMC conversion. I finished the dark yellow in the sunflowers and all the white in the border. So I just started the pumpkin, and I still have all the dark or all the gray left throughout the border, which is going to take a little while. It'll probably be maybe at least 2, maybe 3 links of floss plus that pumpkin. So I'll finish this as soon as I can. Hopefully next week I'll show you a finish. The other reason I want to just get this done, busted out, besides just having it done, is I think I'm going to gift it to my sister. I might make it into a little pillow. Well, little, it's a decent size because it's on 14 count. I'll make it into a throw pillow for her for Christmas, I think. So I did work on Mill Hill Monday this past week, and I'm hoping to do it again today. I had been working on my buttons and beads kits, but currently there's a Merry Mill Hill hashtag on Instagram, so I'm piggybacking on that, and I'm going to work on this Christmas ornament, ice crystal, and see if I can get that finished before Christmas. That'd be really fun. Hang it on the tree, even if it's the week of Christmas. We keep our tree up until New Year's, so I have until then to finish this, right? So this is where I got to this Monday. I finished that first color. I believe last time I started it on a Friday, the 19th, I think, and just got like half a length of thread. So I finished all of that dark blue color, quote unquote dark blue. It's still a light blue, medium blue, but it's the darkest of the 2 blues. There's only 3 thread colors in this one. There is a lighter blue and a white. So go ahead and do all the cross stitching first and then bead at the end. So, because it's so small. I would love to work on this today, so we'll have to wait and see what the day holds. It's already fixing to be very busy because my daughter's extended family birthday celebration is tonight, and I'm making a cake. So, and I have a start that I want to make with Desiree. It's like all these things are kind of happening at the same time. So I may or may not get time on this. If for some reason I don't get to it today, I might pull it out tomorrow just to kind of keep trucking along, at least work on it once a week. So I'd like to work on the light blue, and I don't know if I could get the whole color finished, but that would be nice. Guess we'll have to wait and see. There's that one. And then my main piece I worked on all week, which granted was very little on some days. It was at most 15 minutes some days, and then as other days, I think there was some days I couldn't work on it at all. And yesterday I finally had a good amount of time, and I wanted to get the last part finished, so didn't quite make it, but I'm close. So I'm talking about the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery's Cozy Cafe Club. This is their 2021 Mystery Stitch Along. We get a new part, a new cup, a new drink every month. So I was working on this pumpkin spice latte last time I saw you. I was about half done with that. I finished this and I changed it to say tea latte, and then worked on the cup chai, which is November's. This one I believe is all as called for. I didn't change anything. So I'm almost done with the white fill-in around these splotches, and so I'm hoping maybe during editing of this video I'll finish up that white. We'll see. Because for my main stitching time this evening, I want to be able to start something. So here is my Cozy Cafe Club, where it stands now. This is on 25 count, Prim vintage cloth in the color, well yeah, it's vintage cloth in the color Prim, 1/1, full crosses. The border is almost 100% finished. There's a little gap here, which I don't like that they left these 1-inch gaps. I think they broke up the border in order to help us portion it out properly, you know, with each different part, you got a little bit more of the border, but I was using fancy floss and it just makes it so you don't necessarily have matching variegation, and it was just more awkward. So I didn't appreciate that. But I have a little bit, like 1 inch of border down here, plus the rest of this shelf that I'll know what that looks like once the cup comes in, because the shelf does go, you know, dip around the cups. So this is tea latte. With this one, I don't want coffee drinks on here because I don't like coffee. And I know latte means milk, but in America anyways, when a drink says latte, just plain latte, it's this kind of assumed it's a coffee drink. So I took the little ball, there's these little big circles around. I took this one out and squished the letters up and was able to fit tea latte in there instead. Pumpkin spice tea latte. Because I like me a good tea latte. The beads on this one are white and kind of bronzy, kind of representing cinnamon and sugar sprinkles on the top. And then this chai cup is almost complete. As you can see, there's a little bit of the cracks that still need to get filled in on this side. It'll all look like this when I'm done. So just picture it finished. Hopefully I can get that done today and move on to all the fun plans I have for December. We're nearing the end of November. All right, so okay, so the plans I've been alluding to have to do with my haul. I ordered this fabric about 8 weeks ago from Under the Sea Fabrics. She sent me a thank you needle threader, I believe. So that's cute. And I finally got this. It's my Dappled Hollow hand-dyed fabric. Let me take it out. So here's my fabric. It's really pretty. It's purples and greens. It's pretty true. Overall, it kind of has a bluish tint just because the purples and greens kind of mesh together in your eye, but it's fun. And the description on her website says that it's, you know, I forget exactly how the play of light in the trees makes it a place where fairies might live or something like that, which is excellent for what I wanted to do with it with the Cottage Garden Fairy. So this is for Mirabilia's Cottage Garden Fairy. I'll be stitching this 2/2. This is 32 count even weave, and it kind of mimics some of the colors in her dress, so I'm hoping that they stand out well enough, but I think it will complement them nicely, and at least her bodice and, you know, this portion of her will stand out pretty well. So I'm excited, and this is what I'm going to start with Desiree, the Addicted Stitcher, today. She may have already started it because she's 9 hours ahead of me, so she's probably headed to bed now or soon. So this is going to be fun. I'm excited to get this started. Ideally, I'll get my Cozy Cafe Club finished today so that I can just have that behind me and be able to start this, because I'd like to work on this today and tomorrow for the end of November. Just kind of go out with a bang, get that started. And then I have plans for December, which I kind of already knew roughly what I wanted to do, but I have joined the Magazine Monthly Challenge Facebook group, and they have a little acrostic every month. And I don't know if I'll do the monthly theme, which is Sparkle and Shine. You pick one project, and I don't even know how specific I'll be getting with my goals, but the acrostic is Sparkle. So I made sure that the things that I picked would fit in all of these letters, and I thought that'd be fun. So first off, I want to go, my new travel stitch as soon as Autumn Beauties is finished is going to be the Advent Animals by Brooks Books. And I am partially done with Peter Polar Bear. These are on 18 count Aida. So we'll go ahead and show that because hopefully this will get finished. I don't have a whole lot left on him. I have his feet and like the snow. Not sure what else. I've already finished Katie Kitty, but all of the rest are only partially started. So get these. I'd like to get Peter Polar Bear done for sure, and ideally one more. So on my acrostic, I used this for P. For the acrostic is sparkle. So for the P, I put in Peter Polar Bear, and for the A, I did Advent Animals. I'm hoping to get one more done. I can't remember what number 3 is. Let's see if I can find it. Mary Mouse. Here's number 3, Mary Mouse. So ideally I could get her done too in the month of December for travel stitching. And I do want to work on my letter L fairy. This could be for the L in the acrostic, and my goal is to finish this. And I showed this last time because I was hoping to maybe get some time on it, but my stitching time this week was almost non-existent, so this did not happen. But here's again my starting point on this one. This is on 32 count linen in Water Lily by Witchell. I have her wings to stitch and the vine to stitch and bead, and then some swirls to bead. So it's close. It's not a huge one. So I would like to get that finished in the month of December. I have another start I would like to do, which is the Christmas Elf Fairy by Mirabilia. And this was given to me by Terry Lee Crafts. And this is usually sold as a kit, and I've therefore never gotten it because it's kind of expensive. So whenever people were giving me things as gifts, it just never really made it in the list. But I've always thought she was so cute. Her high top shoes and everything. So Terry was done with this and just gave me the pattern, which is great. And I kitted it up with some Opalescent raw silver Belfast 32 count that I picked up at the Fat Quarter Shop. So it's got silver fibers woven into the fabric, and it's raw color, so it's like a tan with silver. And I am really excited about this. Hopefully I can stitch on it. I've never really done opalescent fabric, so that'll be fun. I'm excited to start that one sometime in the month of December. I don't know exactly when. And this was also kitted up with it, and which makes me want to start this now too. So I don't know when this is going to happen. Maybe sometime next year. This is a Dragon Dreams pattern called Fairy Tale Sampler that I got for my birthday. And I'm going to do this on the opalescent fabric too. That'll be fun. Maybe next year. And then another one that is another Christmas one. Oh, the Christmas Elf Fairy I can do for the letter E on the acrostic for elf. And then this one is the Heirloom Nativity Sampler, which is another Christmas one that I want to work on. I'm working on the scene with the wise men or the 3 kings. I can use this for K for kings in my acrostic for sparkle. And ideally, I would do the whole scene plus these little bands underneath. So I don't know if I'll be able to get that much done. I put this in for kings and snow because there's a lot of snow in here that I could use as one of the goals to finish all the snow. Yeah, I think just those 2. So that would be nice to at least get this scene finished, but ideally maybe all the way down to here, and then I can work on this scene next year. But we'll see. So here's where this one's at. I have this one completed all the way from the top down. This is on 32 count silver linen by MCG Textiles, I'm pretty sure. 2/2, unless it's a specialty thread or something, or a specialty stitch, I mean. So there's the shepherds, and I'm on the wise men. There's some sparkle. There's like the Krynic in the star, and then there's some beads in here, so this has sparkle. The Christmas fairy is on sparkly fabric, and there's sparkles in the letter L fairy. So some of them kind of fit the theme of sparkly as well, which is kind of fun. And my last one for the letter R, I don't know 100% what I'm going to do with the letter R on my acrostic. I have possibly starting that Handeyed I just bought, the quick patchwork quilt room, so R for room, or if my fabric comes in before the end of the year, it might be nice to start my Rose by Rachel Anderson, which I bought during, I think it was the end of October sale that Heaven and Earth Designs had. I bought a another hand-dyed fabric to do this with no background. So if I can get that in, I bought it a couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks ago now, and I might email. It was Handeyed Fabrics by Stephanie. So if you know, like, there's no estimated time. I don't know if she said 2 to 4 weeks on the website. If you have a guesstimate about how long it might take, let me know if you've ordered from her regularly. I also might email her and say, is there a chance I'll get this before the end of the year? Because if not, I'll need to figure out something else to do with my letter R on the acrostic. If she does think I will be able to get it before the end of December, then I'll probably need to start that. So, so anyways, that's my plans. Oh yes, and Knitting Woman, because this week was so full of non-stitching activities, I only got to Knitting Woman once on Sunday. I got 55 stitches. Let's see. Hold up. When did I film last? That would have been after. So you would have seen, I don't think I've done anything since you've seen it last then, because I would have filmed on Monday. So sadly, I didn't get anything done on Knitting Woman by Golden Kite. This is supposed to be my daily stitch piece. I'd like to finish it by next November to gift it to my mom for her birthday. And I'll show it to you again because hopefully I'll be able to work on it again this week for a few stitches every day. So this is where it's at. No change since last time, but this is on 22 count Aida 2/1 half stitches, which is a very light coverage, which a lot of you have said you like how that looks, makes it look more like a old time painting. So for what it's worth, this is how it looks. So anyways, hopefully I can get back to that starting tomorrow. Today I will, if I have bonus stitching time, I'll work on my Mill Hill kit, and then I'll get back to this. So that's my plans. Kind of uncertain to some degree, but hopefully this week I can finish Autumn Beauties and finish my November section of the Cozy Cafe Club and start Cottage Garden Fairy. And I think at the beginning of December I'll pull out my letter L fairy first, because I want to get this done. So I think this will be the first official plan for December that I'll pull out. And all the other things I showed will probably come later in the month when it gets closer to Christmas. So anyways, yeah, if any of you are working on the Christmas elf fairy or the heirloom nativity sampler and you want me to work on them on certain days this month, let me know and I'll try to rearrange things. But otherwise, I'll just kind of fit it in wherever it feels right. And in the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful week and wrap up your November nicely. Enjoy the beginning of December and happy stitching. Bye.